Hello boat fans, welcome on board this Laser 28 for a look around her interior in glorious virtual reality. So what does that mean to you? That means you can look where you like, when you like. You don't have to look where I'm watching. All you need to do is click or touch your screen and drag, and you can look around to your heart's content. So we hope this really great feature will allow you to appreciate what the space is like, what it's like to be on this boat without actually being here, and therefore you may be able to tell if she could be the boat for you or if this space could be the space for you. Some people have reported sensitivity to the camera moving, so if you think you may be sensitive, when I move the camera or just before I move the camera, I will let you know, and you can avert your eyes and I'll let you know when the camera is safe again, and you can come back to me and we can continue the tour together. But let's hope that doesn't happen. So let's have a look around, shall we? Well, if we start by doing the all-important height test, and I'm 5'9" and I'm not touching my deck head here, so there's probably about another half an inch, so maybe 5'9.5", 5'10" here at the back of the coach roof by the hatchway. As you move forward though, it does rake down, the coach roof does drop down, but that's only really towards the forward end of the dining area and over the berth, and over the berth you're only likely to be horizontal anyway, I think, but there we go. So yeah, feels really good. The camera, if we start on the right hand side where the camera is, sitting on a saloon table. Now we've got good room for 4 people to eat round the table, which is also the nav area, so lifts up, and that's where we've got all the nav charts, etc, etc. Big chart table, full-size chart on there, no problem. Moving aft here, we've got a smattering of safety and nav equipment. We've got the barometer, we've got lamps, we've got the almost brand new VHF radio, handheld VHF, etc, etc. And you may notice on the outboard side, all the way around the hull of this boat, are canvas bags. Now these have been made specifically for this boat, and they contain all sorts of things that you would expect them to contain: pairs of sunglasses, handheld compass, torches, etc, etc, ropes. So really handy, and great place for all your bits and bobs. So just make use of that unused space. Moving forward, past the chart table. Oh, I didn't mention that the chart table does drop down, cushions on, and you've got yourself a nice double, or a small double, or a large 1.5 sized, I think, but that would do certainly for a nice close couple, or I think that crew after a race would be quite happy just crashing down on those and in there and going to sleep, no problem at all. So moving forwards, as you can see, we've got this really rather nice sized v-berth. Plenty of room there actually. There's loads of room underneath for stowing sails. This boat comes with a big quiver of sails, and there are some quality ones as well. She's been used for racing, so that's why she feels quite bare down here, no headlining, etc, etc. If you were going to use her for family stuff, then I think you might want to make her slightly more homely, but for racing or club racing, she seems to be just the ticket. She's very, very well equipped in accordance with the jog rules too. So back to the 4-peak berth. Plenty of room there for 2, more than the average yacht that's a little bit larger than this, really, to be honest. And the forward end doesn't come down into a V or a point, so there's no scrapping for toe space with your friend in there. And the access through here, really rather good. And the fact there's no bulkhead too as well leaves it open, means that not only can you annoy each other all night with the snoring, but it means that this area feels nice and airy, as opposed to just cut off with a big bulkhead there. And I think it helps to enhance the area or the space in this boat. So if I just stand up and move aft, so continuing around onto the port side, we've got another bench seat here with stowage and a flexible water tank underneath. Only big enough for a small child to sleep on if you did have a small child on here, but it is somewhere for 2 or 3 people to sit and get changed, etc, etc. And again, we've got the continuation of the canvas bags on the outboard side there. And then moving aft, we come to the galley unit, fairly compact. We have cupboard underneath, we've got the 2-burner spirit stove here, we've got stowage, shelves behind, we've got a cool box here which is insulated as well, and finally we've got the sink with manual fresh water running there too, not hot. And then as we come around to the port aft side, we've got what would be, I would call it the hanging locker. It's not a locker as such, it's open, but plenty of room here to hang your oilies and for things like crew bags, etc, etc. Really handy down by the companionway too. And right back in the port aft corner, we've got the pilot berth there. Lovely, great big berth. 1.5 to 2 wide, really nice and long. We've got the fuel tank underneath and some more stowage as well. And as you can see, we've got the cotton bags outboard too. Yeah, plenty of room on that berth as well. Probably not for 2 people, probably for 1 person in comfort. But finally, just underneath the companionway, we've got the companionway steps. 1 bolt through the bulkhead and 2 clips on the side gives you access to the Buck DV10, which you'll see a start video of elsewhere in this advert. Before we finish, just let me pick up the camera and I'll take you through to the head, because we all need to know what the head's like. And if I put you there, you can tell exactly what it would be like to sit here. As you can see, there's plenty of room around you. Standing up here, you might have problems. I think most people would probably opt for the sitting version, unless you're slightly smaller than me, I don't know. We've got a hinging up shelf here. We've got a dropping down sink here. But if we look aft, and so starboard aft, we have got a quarter berth here. It's a pipe cot. Very long, plenty of room there for somebody to just crash after a long shift on watch or on helm, etc. And at the moment there's a very nice sail residing there, but just look at all the stowage that you could have on that cot and all the stowage underneath the cot too. Really, really great and very unexpected for a boat of this size. So let me pick you up and I'll transport you magically back to the saloon. There we go. And we'll just sum up here. So this has been Tim on board this Laser 28 for a tour in virtual reality, so that you can feel what this boat is like without being on board. We've got the head, which you've just seen, plenty of room for sitting, not so much for standing, but I'm sure you could make do. We've got the dining area, which is also the nav area, which drops down into a double. We've got the really rather quite large v-berth up forward, lots of stowage below, cotton bags everywhere for all your bits and pieces. Another bench seat here. We've got the galley here with the stove and the sink and some stowage, everything you need there for a few meals and cups of tea. And also aft, we've got the port aft pilot berth there, lots of room, lots of stowage. So if you think you might like this boat, or if you'd like any more information about her, just go to boatshedbrighton.com for lots more pictures, videos and virtual reality. Thanks for watching. It's been a real pleasure showing you around, and we hope to hear from you soon. Take care.